Hello friends, welcome back to Birdigo. It's Wordy Wednesdays again. We are here to see if we can help our little feathered friends get a little bit further with their migration than they managed last time we played this. Do you recall last time? We were unceremoniously force-ended by a sort of side quest involving a giant egg. And I'm not bitter about it, except I am still a little bit bitter about it. It is a fresh new run, it's a fresh new day. I hope you have a comfy beverage with you. I have a big old cup of tea. One thing that I did think after last time was that it would have been really neat if it had told us, when we failed, at the point that we failed, if it had told us a bit about the geographical area where the birds had made it to, how far we'd got. I think we got to stop 6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, which is, if my geography doesn't fail me, Mexico? Yeah, it would have been just like nice to have a little factoid or something. Oh, you travelled X number of units of distance, kilometres, miles, whichever they're measuring it in, and that takes you to blah place and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it didn't. Maybe it will in the future. Who knows? I just realised how odd the colouring is on some of this map. It almost feels a little bit like it's a map that's been made by AI. I live in Britain. If you can't tell from my accent, I am British. Britain doesn't look like this. Like in the slightest. It's not unlikely that we are often covered by a big grey cloud, but it's not entirely how that, there is a country under there which you cannot see because this big grey blob is here. I don't think there's anything quite this big in here. Obviously this isn't water, this shouldn't be water, I'm pretty sure. I think everything's in the right place, but it's just not quite the right shape. Listen, the more that I look at it, the more it's bothering me, so I'm going to stop looking at it. Let's just press play. We're going to go with the standard deck, classic deck, because literally I haven't beaten anything with anything yet, so we've got to win in the simple way before we can move on to trying to win with anything more fancy. Okay, stop over 1, let's go. Ah, little bird friend. Is this a chaffinch? I feel this is sort of maybe modelled on a chaffinch, perhaps. Birds of Britain, I'm fairly okay with identifying birds of the world. Less so. Okay, so we'll go with the obvious again. Wow, okay. I thought I might have grown out of clicking where the shape was, not where it is now. Apparently not. We'll play they. Boom, 12. Nice. One thing I have given thought to since I last recorded this. So Worditro and Birdigo are not quite being recorded in the correct order for when you're going to see them. One thing that has occurred to me is that instead of humming and hawing and feeling like I'm under a time pressure, kind of almost, a performance pressure to rush and think of a word and perhaps play a word that's just not really very good when there's something very obviously better there, is that because this isn't live, I can literally stay silent and stare at the screen for 10 minutes. You wouldn't know because I've cut it out afterwards. And I need to be better at doing that instead of just going like, the word mash is in there, I will play the word mash. When there could be something better if I sat and thought about it. That said, at this moment, nothing is jumping out at me that is other than mash. So if you're seeing better words, I'm really sorry. I mean, we only need to get 8 points. It doesn't. I think we're probably fine there, aren't we? Yes, we're fine. But there was a word in a previous episode, I think the previous Birdigo it was, and I believe I said, should I choose fight or should I choose light? And the obvious answer was actually neither, you idiot. Choose flight and use both the letters. But there we go. You do feel sort of weirdly like you're performing, or I do at least when I'm doing this. I feel like obliged to rush and perhaps, not think as thoroughly as I could have. So, we can choose a feather. Coatl? Don't know what that means. It could be a bird, it could be a thing, I don't know. 1 in 15 chance to enhance a played letter when scored. 1 in 15, that's not very high, is it? Hummingbird, times 2 power. This is the one that I need to focus on building more perhaps than the other. If the word is 3 letters or less, which, let's be honest, 3-letter words or less are easier to find than 7-letter words or whatever. Or gain 2 seed at the end of each leg, which I think I have taken before. So seed is our currency, if you remember, which you can use in the shop, or you can use them to redraw from your bag of letters during a leg. I think I'm gonna take this one though. Is there any of these rare? No, they're all common. So I'm gonna take this one, and we'll focus on itty bitty small words. Okay. Oh, we got an itty bitty small bird. Is that because I chose hummingbird? Do you get a different bird depending on what you pick? I need to pay more attention to this. So thinking in terms of 3 letters or less. The only word... I don't know, are we counting... Oh, we could count eek as a word. Eek is a word, isn't it? In this game, it doesn't tell you if it's wrong until you've played it. Then you get 3 strikes of getting wrong words, whereas in Wordy, it simply won't let you play it if it's not a valid word. Which I do prefer that mechanic. I feel like the 3 strikes or you're out thing is a bit of extra jeopardy that I personally don't really need. But here we are. Let's play eek. It is a real word. I mean, I knew it was, but you doubt yourself when you're doing this for some reason. That was only 8 points, though, which is possibly where my 3 or less letters, 3 or fewer letters, is gonna bite me in the butt. And what do the speckled ones do? They have extra flaps, don't they? I think, or something. I'm gonna go for van. I mean, I could go for vans, but then I immediately lose this, so... yeah, we'll see. Same as last time. Okay then. Maybe I have shot myself in the foot with taking the hummingbird. I was tempted by the beauty and the cuteness. We'll push on though. We'll go with fog. We're just going to get 8 every time. Which is fine. I mean, it still passes the test, but... yeah, wow. Oh, okay. That's a wild card, which is cool. I need 8, but I can forego this. So, and I will. I'm going to use this to do skin. Skint. Think, what extra letters can you add to the short word that you already made? Think about it, TC. Think about it. Come on. Boom. 18. Nice. Okay, speckled ones are worth 2. Right. I should write this down probably, shouldn't I? So I remember. But gold ones are worth 5. And you use the letter E so often, it's impossible not to choose that. Our reward will be a song. If we pass. Look at them! It's just a bobbing up and down constantly. It's distracting, but it's adorably distracting, so I kind of don't mind. The only thing jumping out at me here is SWAT. If we had an H, we could get a wash, but we don't have an H. I mean, I do have... I haven't really used them yet, but behind my little head, and once again, I physically moved so you could see, but even though my avatar me's head won't move if I do that. I do have 4 discards, so it is like Balatro. You know, you can throw stuff away to try and engineer what you want, and I should probably try and remember that and use that more. But the question is, what do we throw away to try and hopefully get an H in... Is that even going to be enough to make it worth doing? I don't really want to throw away a T, because T's are really useful. But I think if we maybe... I need to get in the habit of discarding though, so we will do that. I mean, the golden E came out, so that's not terrible. And we can now spell steak, so... yeah, I think this was a mistake. I should have taken the one that gives you 2 seeds at the end of every leg, but lesson learned. We'll go for steak, because who wouldn't want to go for steak other than, obviously, vegetarians, vegans, and people who don't like steak. I, however, love steak. Hard not to be distracted by the obvious car brand in the mix there. Let's just shuffle them. I don't know if any of you play Connections, the NYT puzzle game that's in the same stable as Wordle. You can shuffle the tiles on that as well, and just seeing them in a different position often helps me see the groups better. Oh, it'd be good if we had an M for media. Did we try and get an M for media, maybe? Well, we do have 3 discards and 3 plays left. Let's see. Oh, Q, X, and Z. Great. Great. They look so tempting and shiny, and I don't have a U, so... Do we think this game recognises QI as a word? I mentioned this in a Wordy video, possibly quite early on. That game does not recognise QI as a valid word, but I believe that in Scrabble it is a valid word because it's a sneaky way of you can If you've got a Q, you can just put it next to a rogue I, if there's a gap, and it gets you big points because it's a Q. And obviously Q is a quite rare letter. I am going to try it and see what it does. It does. Excellent. So now I need to remember that this game accepts it, but the other game does not. So that's not at all annoying. We only need 3 points, so let's just go easy peasy. I love the gentle sounds in this. The little trills and stuff. Transform up to 3 selected letters into E's. You can never have enough E's, I guess. The kookaburra. Oh, I was going to say, so all the cards are names of birds, but maybe they're not. Add 2 copies of the selected letter to the deck. Oh, that's actually quite good as well. Or destroy up to 2 selected letters. So that's... is that death in Balatro, where you get to destroy 2 cards? I think I want to take this. Who wouldn't want a kookaburra? Who wouldn't want a kookaburra in their life, apart from anybody that wants to sleep, I suppose? Are you the kookaburra? I think they're not actual types of bird, are they? They're just birds, like nice stylized birds. Let's just take a look in here then. Oh, of course I get to choose when I use it, don't I? I was thinking, oh, it will have automatically done it itself. No, it doesn't work like that. Oh, we've got a gold J as well. That must have just been in there at the start, I suppose. I don't think we want to use the kookaburra on any of these, do we? We do need to get 65, though. Let's play to get rid of some. It's only 8, which was a ridiculous thing to do, really. We can play salty. Yeah, I don't think that this is one to use yet, is it? I feel like this is probably best used on the golden E, surely? Let's play salty. I wish I had not taken this, I really do. Never mind. Still got 4 discards. Is it worth making 3 golden J's? Possibly not. Might be asking a bit much to try and think of a word with 3. Even if it just comes out thinking of words with J in that work with the other letters that you have. Not always the easiest. I mean, jug. Helpful. I mean, that does give me extra... what's it? And I do have 4 discards left after. So up to 4. We're over halfway. And that just happened, whatever that was. Final word. Yes, I know. Yeah, my power of maths. Not great enough to remind me what these things do. So if I played the word wet, so this makes 2, this gets 2, this gets 5, this just gets 1. So that's 8, right? Times 2, if it's 3 letters or less, which it is. But that's still only 16, which is not enough to win. Let's maybe discard. Oh my gosh, what's with this? Why'd you keep giving me these? This is so... I mean, we could play QI again, but I literally already forgot what it scored me before. I can't remember. Oh, actually, let's do this. Oh, but it only... Oh, it's going to put them in the deck, isn't it? No, I thought what it might do is put them here in my hand, because then we could have played sweet with 2 golden E's, which, you know, would have been easily enough. Okay, what happens if... So, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is how I count, don't judge me. Times... It's not even going to be times 2, is it? Because that's not 3 letters or less. So, is that going to score me 9? Have I done this correctly? Actually, what I might do is put them back. Get rid of the other 3. Okay, so now we could play sweet. Or sheet, either. Or I don't think sweet is going to be a word, is it? Do we think that this could act as a C? And it would accept this as a cutesy word? I feel like possibly it wouldn't. And I don't really want to gamble my final word on guessing whether it will or not. So, I'm going to play it safe and go for that. And so, yeah, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, that's still only 10, though. Have I failed to... Oh, so we're up to power 3. Right, okay, I think that's something came up on the screen before, and I think it's sort of permanently added another ×2 to the thing. I'm not expressing myself very clearly here, am I? But I think you know what I mean. I was expecting that to be ×1, but it's not. It's ×3 now, which I guess it's ×3 all of the time, which is fine. I only have 3 seeds. This shop is going to be useless to me. Can I sell it? I can sell this. Right, I'm going to sell that because I don't think I'm going to use it enough. I do have enough to buy another discard. I have enough to buy 10 power if the word is 6 letters or longer. Not happened yet. I can't afford this. 7 power if the word is 3 letters long. So if it's exactly 3 letters long. Oh, that is tempting. So we've got an O and an A. Enhance one selected letter 1 level. Or add a copy of the selected letter to the deck. No, I think it's gonna be between this and I don't know. I know I just sold something that was literally to do with things being 3 letters long because it wasn't helping. But because we've got that ×3 sort of permanently, at least for this run, I guess, now being able to do a 3-letter word that gives you 7. So 7 times 3 is 21 automatically. I'm fairly sure that's right. I think. I hope. There's the egg. Right. Don't know if we're going to get distracted by the egg. We've got to get past this 100 thing first anyway. So let us see what we can do. So, I mean, 3 letters. 7 power if the word is 3 letters long. So let's just test this out. 4 flaps times 9 power is 36. Oh, none of these are speckled, which is sad. But it also feels kind of weird that everything that's the same, if it's not speckled and it's not gold, they're all worth the same. Because, you know, in Scrabble, obviously, a U is worth more than an A, I think, because it's rarer and stuff like that. I guess it doesn't matter which 3 we play. Because that's always going to... I thought... Yeah, it's adding 7 power, and I keep forgetting that it's flaps and power, not mult and mult, like Balatro. So yeah, this actually really, really, really powerful. And it lets me stick in my in the easy lane, picking things that are only 3 letters long. Hooray! That's not the right word. For 3-letter long words. And now we are committed to this bit. What shall I use for my final one? Let's go for fit. Thank you, birds. Thank you for bowing. Thank you for bowing. Your congratulations are appreciated. The first letter of the word scores 1 extra time. Chonky boy! 1 power per letter added to the deck. Currently 3. So that would be... We're already up to 9. This would put another 3 on it. Pretty good, right? 20 power if the word contains back-to-back double letters, like bookkeeper, or bookkeeper, if you see what I mean. I feel like this is not something I'm going to achieve at this time. So we're going to take more power. Because why would you not? And then we're going to take on this egg, because I have grievance with this egg. It would give me 1 more discard for this run. But during the egg hunt, I have 1 fewer letters to play with. But if I'm only doing 3-letter words, surely that'll be fine. Surely nothing can go wrong here. Surely. I mean, we've got 3-letter words. Actually. Although, no, I was going to say, actually, no, let's do one with 2 sparkly, speckled letters. But that would have been, Bay would have been 2 speckled letters anyway. But you know what I mean. Okay, so we were up to 2, then we get 3, and then we get another 7. 60. Boom. Nice. And this has leveled up? Something has leveled up, and I'm not 100% sure what it is. But we should be fine. So, I actually might try and get either more gold letters or more sparkly letters out. I don't know why I call them sparkly. They're not sparkly. Do you think it counts fam as a word? Do you think it counts bam as a word? Again, I don't want to find out by playing it and losing. Let's get rid of these. Wow, 2 V's. Great, that's like super helpful. Super helpful. Would perhaps be a word? Is this a word? Bam surely must be a word. It is, thank God, right? I was just waiting for the you've had a strike to come up. 65, nice. Okay, and then I mean these are not words either. These are not words either. We're gonna get rid of a V and an O. And possibly the other V as well. Amazing! We can actually make a word with a gold letter and a speckly letter. A winner is us. Suck it, giant egg. I win. Ha 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 ha. You have opened the egg of inquiry. Okay. But inside the egg is another egg? What? What? That's crazy. We get one more discard. That's great. That's great news. I can be a bit more free and easy with my choices. Amazing. Right, this also has 150 target, which is great. It doesn't push the target up. Oh, that's a relief. So, I can no longer play QI because it's not. It needs to be 3 letters, basically. Our words need to be 3 letters. And so they will. $52. Nice. Nice. Oh, it literally spells the word gore. However, I am not a person who can use a 4-letter word right now. So let's do a cheeky discard. I'm going to discard that because I don't think we're going to make a 3-letter word with it. If we had an A, we could have made jar. Is GIF a word? GIF is a product, isn't it? Actually, I'm kind of tempted to just... I know it's not 3 letters, but it will still score. And it gets some letters off the sort of table. It really could do with an A. Jaw would be good. Actually, should I just play Jew? Let's discard these. Okay, can't. I mean, it is a word, right? Obviously, I know it's a word. I didn't know if it would be I don't know why I thought it might not be an accepted word. And yet I did. I don't know what that means or what that says about me. Please don't judge me too harshly on that. I thought perhaps it might exclude proper nouns, perhaps, or something like that. But then that isn't a proper noun, is it? I don't know. We could debate this forever. I mean, I'm going to take the golden T because I am the golden T in many respects. 225. Heck, I need more of these. That's a huge jump. Oh, we could spell fate. We could spell fey. I feel like so much of this is me saying, I don't know if this is a word, but this is a word in fairy genre literature. Like the fey folk and that kind of thing. I want to play it, see what happens. It is a word. Cool. It's not so much is it a word, it's is it a word that this game recognises? Which, you know, can be a very different... That's gone up by another one. I guess just playing them, we're somehow upgrading that? I don't quite know. Well, we'll go with vet in honour of my dog who went there the other week. Boom. Lovely stuff. Still got a good way to go though. Let's go with jug. That's not how you spell jug. Let's go with jug. Because the O might be more useful for something else. Oh, nice. See, that scored more, and I'm like, yeah, maths in it. Destroy up to 2 selected letters. Transform the letter in the left to the letter on the right. Okay, this feels very familiar. Make up to 2 selected letters speckled. Might be nice to have... If I was going to destroy 2 letters, what would I destroy? I don't really know what I'd destroy. Also, where does this go? Oh! It tells you all your progress and stuff. Oh, you can also see the numbers that are coming up as well. Holy moly! I feel like I need more Yeah, we've got 2 trading posts coming, but I've only got, like, what, 4 seeds? Which is not many seeds. And I have 3. God. Destroy 2. Transfer the left. So it probably... They're all common. So probably what would make most sense is to get yet another golden E, perhaps. But then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'd have 8 E's in the deck, which is quite disproportionately high to everything else that we have. Maybe I'm better destroying a regular E and another letter of some description. Wow, it's actually quite a difficult decision. I'm gonna take this one. It might be good to have another A, actually. What should we go with? We can go with gum. Yeah, I need to think about what I'm going to want to turn. I mean, turning something into a wild card, probably a smart choice, right? How many of the others do we have? We only have 2 L's. We only have 1 G. Oh no, we have 2 because 1 is out here, obviously. What would I sacrifice to turn into a wild card? Maybe the U, actually. The letter on the left becomes the letter on the right. Always make sure that you've got your cards the right way around. So now we have 2 wild cards. Amazing. What I'm going to play is gum, even. Okay, 60. So if we play the same thing each time, we are only going to get 4 60s, which is not 340, is it? So do we simply go with using the gold card tile? It could basically pick what it likes for here. I would assume D for red. To make red, it's going to pick something. It doesn't really matter. I suppose that's the beauty of like not having a value on them. On each white letter, is that it doesn't matter what the letter is. It's just, if it's a wild card, it just picks any. I'm so bad at remembering literally what my last go scored. It doesn't tell me in here, does it? It just tells me what it was, not what it scored. I'm sure it was 100 and something. 105. And that's just gone up, which is perfect timing. So we have 5 discards and 1 play left to do. We need to get 70. So we scored 105 a minute ago. But that was with the golden letter. We still have 3 golden letters in there, so we could try and get those to come out. Very tempted. I mean, we could play the word vowel, but then we would not get this, and that's just not bearable as a thought. I'm going to discard stuff until hopefully a gold letter comes out. Now I'm panicking. Yeah, I'm actually going to keep the H. Because if the gold E comes out, especially, hue would be a word. If the gold T comes out, hot. I genuinely had to think that hot would be an alternative. I've actually thought it through and everything. Come on. Give me the gold letters that I need. No, you're not gold letters either. Surely, surely. Look at all these garbage things waiting to come out and ruin my day. Amazing. Okay, so this is my throwing everything in. Beautiful. That'll be more than enough. Yeah, we did it. Salty. 1 power per 4-letter word this migration. Currently 4. That is pretty good. Plus 1 word. That's another turn as opposed to another discard. 20 flaps if the word ends in I think this one, because this has already got some stuff built up behind it. $4.50. There's another egg coming. I don't think I dare this time. I don't think I dare. Okay, so let's just remind ourselves. 3 letters long. That will just add 4. That will just add 4. Let's start with hen. Okay, I can see why you might want to start destroying some letters. All of these white ones do me no favours at all right now. We need more gold. It annoys me that these are gold, like these two. Could it not have been something more useful? Why are these gold? Are they always gold by standard? I can't remember. Don't really want to waste playing Rob, but I suppose we could do. Just to see kind of how much a basic word can make. So it can still make 80, which is a fair amount. Does that not spell pooped? Looks like it spells pooped to me. It's not going to, obviously, because that's far too long a word. For one thing, we are going to go with something red. Probably red again. Ted, whatever. I don't know. So there should be like 100 and odd. 140. Nice. I think it's time to employ some discards. So we don't need 2 P's. I don't think we'll need an L. A K is quite a tricksy word to use. I feel like you've given me back basically what I just gave you. Not helpful. Very nearly clicked play then. Alright, let's go with hat. So that should be another 160. It is! Huzzah! And my bonus is even higher now. We only have 3 seeds. This is awful. What? We can't even buy anything? Are you kidding me? We could buy an A. I did say I needed another A. I can't even buy a gold N. My god. I don't need more E's. We've already got about 8 E's. Wow, okay. So I guess in that case then, we're going to buy the A because I don't really have anything else I can spend it on. Fine. Stop over 10. We're getting there. Getting there. 600 though. Well, we can do Eek again. That served us well earlier. So this should get more than 160 now because the base power went up. Lovely. 176. I do need to make sure I don't think of this just as Q. Although, you know, like, oh, I can actually spell 6, can't I? Idiot. What an idiot. Although, would whiz be better? Would whiz count as a word? I don't know. I don't know what it thinks. I don't know how it thinks. I'm not going to risk it. I probably should have risked it, because the worst that would happen is that it'd give me a strike, but never mind. Right then, time to get discarding a little bit, I think. So you know in Balatro you can only discard up to 5 cards. Pretty sure it would let you discard all of them. Should we try that? Let's try that. See what happens. It does, it lets you discard all of them. You get a whole new pile of not greatness. We could play boy. I don't think that's going to get us old enough though. Let's put that there. Let's get rid of these. Wow, he's literally nearly given me the same word again. Okay, let's get rid of these. Basically waiting for a gold word to come out. Boy's gone. Right, let's play boy then. That's not how you spell boy. Oh, actually, no. Let's play bay, because those speckled ones have more points on them. Let's see how we do. Oh my god, this is going to be flipping close. I only have 2 discards left. Oh man, I feel like this is where the journey's going to end, and it was because I had no money, because I made that stupid decision at the beginning. And picked the hummingbird. Obviously the word long is in there, longs. But I don't think that's going to help us with trying to make a good 3-letter word. Why is this one so much more jazzy than the others? This one doesn't look like a real bird, it looks like a toy. My decision now is whether do I just discard everything? I think maybe yes, actually. Which feels very, very, very unnatural. Really? Really? You're not gonna give me the golden letters now? Like, all of the golden letters are still hiding in here? Really? I've got one discard left. Well, let's go big or go home, I guess. Oh, look at that! Oh, we can use them all as well, because that's a word! That's a word! There must be an achievement for playing a word that's all golden letters, right? Surely. 330. If I could have just done that twice, I'd have won. Right, we definitely don't need more E's. We definitely don't need more E's. Transform a letter into a random vowel, which is probably going to be an E. Let's be honest, it's going to pick E, isn't it? Double your seed. I only have one. But I could save it to use when I have more, maybe? Assuming I get more. Like, there are only 4 stops left. Possibly won't get more. I'll take it anyway. It's uncommon. What is this egg then, if the other one was the egg of inquiry? The egg of eloquence. Oh, gives you an extra word. That's an extra turn. But on the egg hunt itself, you have 1 turn less to get 750. That is challenging. Even if I manage to discard or somehow magically, luckily, draw TEE at gold again, that only gets me 330. And then I'd only have 2 other turns to try and get the remaining 420. I don't think that would happen. I simply don't think it would happen. I don't think we're powered up enough. I'm gonna have to skip it. Sorry, egg. Super sorry. I mean, I still don't feel super confident about getting this either, but I mean, it did give me TE. With 3 turns, I don't think I could have done 750. So what's the best play to make here? Is there anything we can do with this and those E's? Is Z-E-E a word? I don't think it is it? Worst that can happen, and I may be failing to remember something or doing something monumentally stupid here. If I play this and it's not a word, it will just tell me and give me my letters back, right? It won't steal my letters? I can't remember last time if it gave me the strike and took the letters as if I'd played them. I can't remember. And that's really stressing me out right now. Because if it gives me the letters back, that's fine. I'll just stop. I'll just play C instead. But we've got to learn, haven't we? We've got to learn. It is a... I mean, it's got to be the Z, hasn't it, right? QEE isn't a word and XEE isn't a word, surely. Right, so, best case scenario, we got 3 gold letters, which is half of... almost half-ish, kind of, maybe. Here we have stuff that I want to discard. Although what I'm discarding in the hope of getting, I don't know, because we already used a good bunch of my golden letters. Where's my other E? Where are the other E's? I don't know. Let's get rid of these. The thing is, with playing a word, you're not getting rid of many letters. You might play cards in Balatro that you know aren't going to count towards your score, but it's a way of getting rid of them sort of for free without discarding them and using up a discard. In this, it doesn't really work like that, because if I play more than 3 letters, I instantly lose this, and I can't risk that. So the question is, do we keep discarding stuff in the hope that something comes along? But it would have to be nearly 3 golden letters, and there are only 4 golden letters remaining in there to be picked. What is the best thing to do? This might have been a mistake. Although toe would work. It's not 3 gold letters, it's not even 3 and 2 speckled letters, but it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, as my dad might say. And we are another 1 up on the base sort of power. So there is that. So we need 200 and a smidgen. If we can get 200 plus words, that will be fine. Do we think vim would count as a word? As in vim and vigour? It should do. It is a word. Yes, it does. But this would be good if this was gold. Can you imagine? Okay, so that was the 100 plus that I wanted. So that's fine. I've got 2 discards left, so I'm tempted to get rid of these because they are not really doing much for me. I'll also get rid of this. I'm trying to think of what I can leave myself. If the worst comes to the worst, I can still make a 3-letter word out of. Obviously, you can make the word hat. So I guess we'll get rid of this as well. Really. Well, we've got Bay again. Actually, Bay would work, wouldn't it? That would be over 100, I'm pretty sure. So would Hay, but we've played Bay now. Actually, let's keep Bay. Get rid of that. See if anything gold comes out. It did not, so we'll stick with what we've got. Because we've got no discards left now, so... No, we were 6 points short! Oh my god! I am gutted. I'm so gutted. Oh man. That's so... I mean, it's not unfair. It's literally just maths. Maths is unfair. I stand by what I say. Oh, gutted. Stop over 11 of 14. I mean, I did shoot myself in the foot with that early decision with the hummingbird, which I shouldn't have taken. I should have taken the you get 2 seed. I think that's probably the wisest thing to take early on, especially. So to get 2 seed at the end of every leg, in the early legs, which are, touch wood, relatively easier, means you've got options when you get to the shop, and I just didn't really have, especially in that last shop, I had one option, which was to buy a letter, which then did very little for me, I think. So that's a bit annoying. But we can see... Can we see? Oh, you can't see your deck, even though it's... I thought it might show us, you know, so I could click to the right and see all the words that we played. However, that's not the case. At least we can see all our bird friends behind here, bobbing up and down. Presumably laughing at my failure. I don't know. I simply don't know. 6 points, though. That is... Oof, that's harsh. That's harsh, man. Bit disappointing, but only had myself to blame, really, and learning is fun. Obviously, this time I'll try not to leave such a big gap between recording this one and then the next one, so I won't have forgotten how half the things work, which was very much the case just now, is that I couldn't remember, for example, if you play a word and it's not a real word, does it take those letters away from you as if you had played them? In this case, it was a real word, so it was fine. So I still don't actually know the answer to that, but yeah. It's all learning, it's still fun, it's still very chill, it's still very cute, it's got very relaxing sounds. I feel very chill and mellow just listening to the sounds. The sun is coming up, I think, which is lovely. We learned that Z, as in Z-E-E, is a real word, which is nice. And we learned that you can make the big numbers if you just obviously build the right build, which is basically how these games work, isn't it? It's about getting a good build together instead of trying to achieve too many things at the same time. Focus on one type of thing, one type of build, one type of card, song, feather, whatever. But yeah, I'm still very much enjoying it. I hope you are too. And I hope you look forward to joining me next Wednesday for some more words. Next time we'll be back to Word or True. And then we'll be back with our birdie friends in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, why not drop a little like and subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful week. Until then, bye for now.